let's talk about complaining. I think we all do this. And I think the thing about complaining is it is one of those holes in the sack of sand, like with the sand draining down, which literally takes our energy away. So that's why we need to have a look at it through our new lens that we have of awareness and see really what is its role in our life and where is it coming from. So let's see how this complaining shows up in your life. I think it will be a good idea for you to reflect and introspect right now to see where are those areas in your life that you tend to start complaining. So the complaining usually sounds like this should not have happened. I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. Oh my God, he said that. Why are they doing this? They should have done that. They shouldn't have done that. So we have complaints about people, about situations, literally anything that shows up in our life. So let's see who is the one that's complaining. The one thing that helped me with my complaining is realizing the fact that when I am complaining, the ego is in action and it's making a little story in your mind. And we are completely believing this story. Many times the story need not be true. It's something that's our perception. But the story is made so strong that we almost say that that's the truth. We're not willing to look at it in any other perspective. The one thing that is happening when we are complaining is the fact that you are complaining makes you unconscious. So realizing that I was being unconscious because I was complaining about unconsciousness around me, this is what looking clearly or seeing clearly does to you, and that is awakening, right? Awakening is clear seeing. The other thing that we are doing when we are complaining is we are directly or indirectly saying, I am right and you are wrong. So what's happening when you say, I am right, you are wrong? You are making yourself superior. So I think these are the things that we need to keep in mind. So who is the one that's complaining? It's clearly the ego. Now, what's happening when we are complaining? Of course, it's the hole through which the energy keeps draining off. But also, it causes something else within our body. And what's that? I mean, you may have guessed it already. It is resentment. We are hoarding resentment within ourselves. And can you see the number of complaints that you have determines the amount of resentment that is within you? So what does this mean, feeling resentment? You're feeling bitter, you're feeling offended, you're feeling drained, literally energy is gone. When you look into yourself and you start doing this, you will start seeing that your aura around you is becoming more pleasant. People want to talk to you. People want to, be with you. They want to ask for help. Best way to overcome this need or desire to complain is forgiveness. Now, when we talk about forgiveness, we want to understand what like for example, Eckhart Tolle means when he says forgiveness or any spiritual forgiveness. Because people feel if I forgive, then I'm just agreeing to the wrong that has been done. But here, the forgiveness means looking through the other person's ego and seeing their true essence. That is forgiveness. If you can see through that ego that's talking, and just go through that, you will meet the essence. It's not easy, I know. I mean, it's not like I do it all the time. I'm just saying that's the possibility for us. We can do this. So for example, I want to give you an example which Eckhart Tolle has given in his book, The New Earth. What is the example for giving information? You go to a restaurant and you ask for soup. The waiter brings it to you and you put it in your mouth and it's very, very cold. So now you have, what are you going to do? Are you not going to complain and just sit and drink that soup? That's not the answer to what we need, right? Because that's not respecting ourselves if we wanted hot soup. Then what is it that we do? We call the waiter and we tell him, this soup is cold, can you please heat it up for me, or can you please bring me a hot bowl of soup? That is giving information. What would complaining look like? Oh, what a horrible restaurant, how dare they bring cold soup, look at the money I pay for this and look at the soup they've given. Now this is complaining, and that is what drains us of our energy, because in a day there are so many expectations of ours that's not met. And if you're going to complain about anything and everything, then you're draining yourself of that energy. I've fallen into this trap many times, and I have to remind myself that I'm in ego too. So that's the place we can go and use the antidote of forgiveness, that is looking through this ego that's coming in front of you and seeing the true essence. So basically the antidote is non-reaction. What Eckhart Tolle says is, whenever you are reacting to another, you are strengthening that in yourself. So that's something we want to watch when we are complaining and reacting. Is there something, an element of this in me that I am trying to react to? What is happening within me? Judgment is something that is another part of complaining, and I think we need to check ourselves and know for a fact that everybody is doing their best and the right decision for them in that moment from the consciousness that they are in. This has helped me a lot when it comes to complaining. I remind myself this, not only others, even me. Like when I am doing that, even I have to respect the consciousness that I am in right now. It's only from here can I act. And as that rises, the actions change. So it's important for you to know that you are not the voice of that ego that's talking. I don't have this, why did they say this, you should not do this. You are not that voice. Then who are you? You are the watcher of that voice. I mean, you can say this like a million times till we get it, and we still forget that we are the watcher behind what all that's happening. So the background watcher is watching the foreground of ego complaining. So the recognition that it is ego, the recognition that I am unconscious at this point in time, all these things weakens the ego. So until we meet again, watch your complaining mind, the ego, and imagine the sack of sand and the hole, the complaining that's draining out the energy. Stitch up that hole with understanding and forgiveness so that you can have abundance of energy and love to give yourself and everybody around you. Thank you and bye-bye.